It's your girl Michelle, and I'm running to be your second year iBBA rep. In person or online, each of you will benefit from my agenda. I plan to implement game nights, community events, self-care initiatives, and a career advancement plan. From spirit weeks to group challenges to Bob Ross nights and even Gordon Ramsay cook-offs, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Many of you know I have a little something that I had planned for today. So let's take a trip down memory lane. Once upon a time, just a couple years ago, Schulich used to offer language course with the Business Edge. Riddle me that. You could have been taking consulting projects with real firms instead of doing French grammar. Now, I will fight to bring back these courses. I will join the programs committee and ensure that we get high-quality, business-focused courses in French and other languages. My goal is to be your voice. I will listen to you, support you, and make sure you are heard. Vote me as your iBBA rep, and our second year will be off the charts.
Going from a business student to a successful business person, I like this smooth and simple transition.
It might be a long way, but it doesn't have to be exhausting. We might have got lost or saw an obstacle on our way, but that's okay. Now it's time to get together and share what we've learned up to now and pave the road ahead. So pack up your things. Get your laptop, get your stats Bible, and let's get on this journey together. Because we all have one destination.
But why vote for me? Because I believe Schulich is a lifestyle, not just a university. With exchange fair and business book reviews, we're going to enhance our academics. With networking sessions with business schools all around the world, we're going to develop our social life, and fun activities and self-care events are going to help us relieve our stress. Because my goal is for us to finish second year as much happier and more successful students.
Great. So the first question, after a virtual year of classes, events, and Zoom fatigue, how do you plan on staying connected with your year, encouraging them to come to events and be a part of the Schulich community?
All right, so whether the next year is going to be online or in person, my agenda really has a lot of things planned to ensure that the Zoom fatigue that we've all been faced with during this year, and who knows, maybe we'll be faced with it again in September. My events really focus on ensuring that we have time to recharge and relax as a community. Some of my events include really fun and interactive, just kind of like events for the community. Like, for example, I had like a Bob Ross night planned where everyone can just over Zoom virtually, we can all meet up, put a Bob Ross painting on the, a video on the screen, and we can all just have kind of a contest and relax, unwind, and paint. That's just one of them. I think events like that really kind of speak to the community because we all like to have fun, and I know we all like to, relax, unwind, do some arts and crafts. So that's kind of some of the events that I'm doing. And then in terms of how I'm going to encourage students to come to them, it's really just interacting with the community and listening to what the students have to say. It would be in terms of talking to people, like if it's in person, then we'd be talking in person. If it's online, then we'd be asking people for what they want, kind of, putting polls up online, reaching out to people individually, and kind of really gearing it towards what the student body wants and what they want to see in their second year. Yeah, that's kind of it for this question.
Amazing. Great answer. Nika, you can go whenever you're ready.
Sure. So what I believe is that Schulich students are very engaged individuals. They are really always eager to participate in events and different activities. And I think as long as the events that we plan to do are exactly what they need, they're going to be there. So what we really have to do to engage them and encourage them to come to the events is to first of all understand what they really need, what kind of events, what are the concerns, what are the issues of these students. And once we understand that, we can design and come up with events that are going to be engaging. Because if we are just having events that they don't really address any issue, they don't really contribute or add any value to the student life, people are not going to engage. But I believe that we don't really have to really be concerned about attendance or people coming to the events if they are really what they're looking for. Also, so that is why I came up with the exchange fair or the 100 books that you have to read before starting your business career, and another more to come, because I really looked back at my first year and saw like what was really lacking there, and what was there that made me stress, what were my concerns, what I really needed help with. And so I came up with some event ideas that I think they really address the issues. That's I think that makes, and I really want to make Schulich a lifestyle more than just the university. I want Schulich to really be a part of everyday life for the students, not only the academics, but also when we're having fun, we can go to Schulich. When we want to learn something, Schulich is there. When we want to talk to people, Schulich is there. I want to somehow put Schulich in all aspects of our lives.
Amazing. That was another great answer. Good job, both of you. Great. And the second question. So due to the uncertainties of the COVID-19 pandemic, one of the students in your program is worried about whether they will be able to go on exchange. They are no longer seeing the value in the program and are considering to switch into the BBA program. What would you do to ease their concerns and explain the value of staying in the iBBA program?
I think this is a really good question because a lot of us have been asking, like, is it really worth staying in iBBA if we are not really? Because basically, we really associate the program with the exchange that we do in third and fourth year. So I believe that events and that we can somehow curate and customize just for iBBA students is going to really add value to the program. For example, what I was thinking, it was to have some mutual events and networking sessions with the schools that are partners with Schulich. So the iBBA kids can really talk or have case competitions or events with the students from the universities that we usually go to for exchange, so we can communicate, we can have networking events with them. So that will still keep the value, even if we don't go on exchange. And I think the exchange fair that I was planning to do to just get to know the countries will still keep them excited, because maybe at some point in fourth year we will be able to still do the exchange. So it's important to really keep the hope there and add value in other ways and keep the bring the international aspect more into the program and the events and the activities that we have for iBBA students.
Great, perfect. Thank you. And Michelle, now you can start.
All right, so I know actually a lot of people have had this concern because really a lot of the people who joined this program, they really wanted to go on exchange first and foremost. And now that that aspect is kind of, being, jeopardized, a lot of people are concerned with the fact, well, what am I really getting out of this program? And for that, I really think that one of the biggest things that we are getting still, it's the language courses. Now, the language courses, a lot of people are taking new languages that they obviously don't know, and this is really going to help advance our careers even further. And to that, I actually have a really strong belief that we need to be more focused with our language courses also on business. So I know that a couple years back, Schulich used to offer language courses with a business edge. So for example, you could take French classes, and instead of doing like grammar and, that like basic, reading, comprehension, vocabulary, grammar, you really could focus on doing actual real life projects for real companies. So you can like do a consulting project for a real firm instead of sitting in class and doing French grammar. Now, I know that's very attractive to a lot of students, and for me as well. I know this was only in French, but as an iBBA rep, I would really focus on bringing value to our community through trying to fight back to bring back these courses. I would do things like join the programs committee and really talk to admin to make sure we get high quality business focused courses in French and also other languages. So that's kind of the first point. In relation to other value to the program, I feel like definitely the events that we would be doing are going to definitely add value to the student body and to the student life. Including career advancement plans, which I had planned with like case competitions, which is really important to advance, our confidence in business and our ability to succeed in the workplace even further. Networking again to keep connections going, and also workshops, webinars, career panels, everything that we've already had. In addition, our iBBA community, I think, would really benefit from really taking care of the whole community aspect that we've been lacking, and that again, we can really just get together and as a community and do fun events like game nights and community events like spirit weeks, just to keep us connected and really feel like our iBBA community is still thriving and still, you know, supporting each other and having a good time, even though that aspect of our journey is being jeopardized.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Michelle. So those are both of the questions, and I think you can speak for everyone. You both did such an amazing job. So good job. Congratulations.